Joe, no Joe, yeah. It's Joe, no Joe. Let's go. Joe, no Joe, chicken Joe, no Joe. Joe, no Joe, niggas Joe, no Joe. Joe, no Joe, yeah. It's Joe, no Joe. Let's go. Joe, no Joe, chicken Joe, no Joe. Joe, no Joe, niggas Joe, no Joe. Joe, no Joe, yeah. It's Joe, no Joe. Let's go. Joe, no Joe, chicken Joe, no Joe. Joe, no Joe, niggas Joe, no Joe.
Joke, no joke. I'm in the building. You know what it is. Got my man Ronald B staying in the building. What's good with you, brother?
Yeah, what up, man? You know what I mean? So good, just chilling and whatnot. You know what I mean? Just you know, I feel good.
So real quick, well, not real quick. Let me give people a backstory for those who don't know who you are. You know, is my man Ronald B Stinger. Y'all seen
Fact.
him before he came on the show. I don't even know, it maybe a year or two ago. It was a minute, but he came on, and we talked about Afrika Bambaataa. We talked about the Zulu Nation. Um, we talked about the allegations between him and Afrika Bambaataa. And this story is like, if you don't know about this story, you really probably not hip hop, for one. Two, um, to reiterate, everything is something that I'm not going to do because this is a touchy subject, and I'm not here to uh, cause no emotions. I'm just here to clear the air, get a follow up story with my brother, because he came on the platform and he expressed himself, and he said a lot of things, and a lot of y'all saw that. If y'all didn't see it, please go back and watch the interview. You could just pull it up by putting my name and his name, and it'll come up. But more recently, you know, if I didn't say, B Stinger is a part of the Zulu Nation, I could say that is or was.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, B Sting is a part of Zulu Nation, and so that's his main story, and and having situations with I got and having
Okay.
situations with Africa Bambaataa, and like I said, a lot of people know this story, and like I said, I don't want to get too deep into it. But there was a time when he wasn't fond of Bambaataa. He made, he said had some allegations against him, and so for me to see them, in harmony is a good thing, because nobody wants to see anybody at war. Um, and I just wanted, the brother to enlighten me how the peace came about, and where are they at today? Because clearly it's harmony. If you all seen the picture and the thumbnail, all right. So I'm gonna open the floor back open to my brother B Stinker, and he can enlighten me on what's going on.
Yeah, definitely, man. You know, this situation is a very important situation. First and foremost, I like to say peace to KRS-One. You know what I mean? I was with him yesterday. We did the march. in the Bronx, you know, to march against violence. And then, you know, we went up to the Temple of Hip Hop, you know, and that was the first time that I went up there, you know, because you know, back when KRS-One came out in '77, the allegations had came out and stuff, you know, and you know, right now, I just definitely want to say peace to KRS-One. You know, I had a great time up there during the march. I was a volunteer, you know, for the Temple of Hip Hop for their march. It was against violence, and it was a great thing. And then, you know, we went up to Jersey, and the hospitality was outstanding, you know. So yeah, man. But you know, this took place, I believe it was like last week or a week and a half ago. You know, I want to say rest in peace to Amber, to Pepsi. You know, Queen Amber of the Zulu Nation. You know, she had passed away, and you know, this family day, Zulu Nation Family Day, was in honor of Queen Pepsi. You know, and I look at it like, you know, if 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 Queen Pepsi didn't pass away, um, you know, this situation with Afrika Bambaataa wouldn't had took place last week. You know, so I was there, you know, at the Zulu Nation Family Day, the barbecue and stuff, and you know, I was vending. I was a vendor that day. It was a lot of different vendors and stuff. You know, I was selling my hip hop movement T-shirts and stuff. You know, you know, and you know, we was there for a while and whatnot, and you know, I was up at the close to where the DJ booth was. And so, you know, I'm looking and whatnot from afar. And I seen mad people, you know, and I'm like, who's that? You know, I seen like mad dudes. And I'm looking and I'm like, that's Bambaataa. You know, he had like 30, 40 people with him, security, you know, and you know, he made his rounds, and it was in Katona Park in the Bronx, you know, and this is why I you know, I need to say this, you know, don't believe everything you hear on YouTube. You know, you have certain people that want to believe that, you know, this man is not uh whatever, you know what I mean? But at Katona Park, it showed a whole nother side. Like everybody was going up to Bambaataa and whatnot. You know what I mean? And there was nothing but love and whatnot. So, you know, I was standing there and they was coming. And then I walked over, you know, as he got close to the DJ booth, you know, because I didn't know, you know, how the outcome would be, you know. So I walked up to him, and the security is like they parted the way, you know, to let us talk, you know, and that was the first time that I seen Bambaataa in a very, very a long time, and things, you know, especially since the 2016. And it was like God had both of us there at the same time. And when we walked over, you know, I mean, I walked over, you know, we embraced each other. You know what I mean? And it was like no fear. It was like no fear, and we both felt comfortable. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, it it definitely was incredible, you know, and it was something that I needed to, to that I was holding in for a very long time, a decades and whatnot. And I told them that I was sorry, and m- me saying that I was sorry is that, when I was 15 years old, I had a fake ID, that said that I was 18 years old. And I had this ID before I even knew Afrika Bambaataa, you know? And that's how we were getting into the clubs and stuff. And I told him, sorry about that, misleading him into thinking that I was older than what I was. I needed to get that off my chest. That was part of my healing, and when 2016 came out, I wasn't even that wasn't even on my mind. The only thing that was on my mind is I needed to know why me, because you guys can listen to opportunists and all of that, but me myself being I'm from the first generation of hip hop, and um I had never ever heard of any rumors of this man messing with any underage people. Like that was never the rumor. You know what I mean? Never the rumor. The rumor was that, he liked the guys or whatever. I don't know, you know. Um, so I needed to get that off my chest. And it was like a big relief, and we embraced each other and whatnot. And it I mean, it was cool. It was like it was like God and whatnot. And you know, he went behind the turntables and stuff, and the security, they, you know, told me that I can chill. I was at the DJ, I was on the other side, he was on one side, and I was on the other side and whatnot. And it was cool. It was like, you know, it was really cool. And then after, um, he didn't get to DJ. He didn't get to DJ. I think something with the laptop or something didn't work. I don't know what it was, but um so when he got off the turntables and started to leave, like everybody wanted to take pictures with him, like everybody. And it's crazy because first when I first walked up to him and whatnot, and when we embraced each other and whatnot, everybody was taking pictures because nobody could believe it, not even me, and people started crying. I mean, literally crying when they seen this, and you know when he was taking pictures, everybody wanted to take a picture, with me and Bam and them, and we took group pictures and stuff. It was beautiful. It was a great healing for me, and I feel um that it was no amount of therapy, no amount of talking to the psychiatrist equaled mm, that closure at that moment, and a couple of people, like I think it was two or three females, I didn't know them, and they came over and they hugged me and gave me a kiss on the cheek, and they said thank you, you know and wow, it's like really powerful, man. And I feel I feel that because you see people, um like You know, everybody deals with closure differently. You understand what I'm saying? Like everybody deals with it differently, and this was the way I dealt with it, and it was something that I needed, you know, and you know, it's just like trauma. Everybody deals with trauma differently, you know, and and just yesterday at the march, this girl came up to me and she was like, "Yeah, I saw the picture. I don't didn't know her. I saw the picture with you and Bambaataa." And she hugged me and she gave me a kiss too on the cheek and said, "I love you." And I said, "Oh, I love you too," you know. And she said, "Yeah," because she said that she was raped before, you know, and she made up with the person that raped her, you know, and she said she had got closure out of that. And I told her, you know, people who have never experienced any type of a trauma um, along the same lines as we did would never understand, you know. And it's just like when someone gets killed or whatever, and they go to court and stuff, and the parents is there and the killer's there, and how the parents forgive the person who killed their child, and they, you know, is closure to them, you know. And I believe anyone who tries to be an opportunist with this type of situation, you know, shame on them. You know what I mean? Shame on them, and you should be able to see that, you know, an opportunist will take advantage of a situation like this and try to twist it and this and this and that. Shame on you. You need to go to hell. Facts. You understand what I'm saying? Like I I've been dealing with this trauma since I was a teenager. You know what I mean? And I've been wanting answers before 2016 when people when people took the story and stuff. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know these people at all. You know what I mean? And I don't think that anybody can tell me, anybody cannot tell me how to get closure. You know, like nobody knows what I felt except me. You understand what I'm saying? And to me, it's over. You know, it started with me and it ends with me. You understand what I'm saying? It's over. You know, I can put this situation behind me, you know, and it's funny because when I came out in 2016, I said once this whole Bambaataa situation is done with and stuff, and you know, I wanted to start this organization and stuff, and I'm moving forward with my plans, you know, and you know, I talk to people who's survivors and victims all the time, you know, and just recently when I took the picture, it was nothing but positivity with everyone that I spoke with, you know, and I feel good about that. And you know, I feel that there's nothing wrong with you getting a closure or talking to the person who violated you in any type of way, not just the situation that I went through, anything. I mean, someone who robbed you, or someone who took your girlfriend, or your boyfriend or something, and you dealt trauma with that, and you know, everybody needs closure to a situation, you know, and because that's how a depression seeks in. And I've been dealing with major depression since I was a teenager, you know, and you know, taking pills and stuff like that, you know, and you know, I just want to be able to put this thing behind me, and 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 be able to let people know that closure is okay, you know. um Someone may tell you, oh, well, I wouldn't want to do that. Why is he doing this? You know, those are just people who's trying to make money off of a situation, or trying to get YouTube views and stuff, you know. um you know, if you're dealing with any type of trauma or whatever, you know, and you feel that this is something that that you need to do, and talk to the person who violated you, you know, it's okay. I led the way.